The curve C1 has equation y is equals to x into 4 minus x square. Sketch the graph of C1 showing the coordinates of any points of intersection with the coordinate axis. So x into 4 minus x square, this is a cubic function. So we need to find out the x-intercept, y-intercept, and the shape of the function. So let's start with x-intercept here. How do you find out x-intercept? By just substituting y as 0. So in this equation, when we substitute y as 0, 0 is equals to x into 4 minus x square. Separately, let's equate them to 0. X is equal to 0 and 4 minus x square is equal to 0. Minus x square goes to the other side, it becomes positive x square. X square is equals to 4, therefore x will be either plus 2 or minus 2. So we have three x-intercepts, that is x is equals to 0, x is equals to plus 2, and x is equals to minus 2. Y-intercept. Y-intercept means we just substitute x is equal to 0, therefore y is equals to 0 multiplied by anything is 0. So y-intercept, we got it as 0. Now, to find the shape, we need to check the coefficient of x cube, whether it is positive or negative. So this is basically x multiplied by 4 is 4x minus x multiplied by x square is x cube. So x cube is having a negative coefficient. Negative coefficient, we know the shape. As we move from left to right, it will be going down. It will be going down something like this. This will be the shape of this cubic graph. As we move from left to right, it will be going down. Or else you can say negative x-axis, it will be positive infinity, and positive x-axis, it goes to negative infinity. So this is the shape. Now let's just sketch the graph here. It passes through, it cuts the x-intercept at plus 2. So let's say plus 2 is over here, minus 2, and 0. And y-intercept is also at 0. Just considering the shape here, it goes from left to right, it goes down. It goes down. So this will be the graph. The second one, the curve C2 has equation y is equals to a by x. Y is equals to a by x means it is a reciprocal graph where a is a constant. Show that the x coordinates of the point of intersection of C1 and C2 satisfy the equation x to the power of 4 minus 4x square plus a is equals to 0. Point of intersection, we need to equate the right hand sides. So we have, for the first one, C1, it is 4x minus x cube. 4x minus x cube. And then C2, we have a by x, so a over x. When you cross multiply this, we will get 4x square minus x to the power of 4 is equals to a. Let's bring all the terms to the right hand side. Minus x to the power of 4 becomes positive x to the power of 4. 4x square will become minus 4x square plus a is equals to 0. This is what we had to prove, x to the power of 4 minus 4x square plus a is equals to 0. Now hence find the range of possible values of a for which C1 and C2 meets at 4 distinct points. In this case, y is equals to a by x. A can be either positive or a can be negative. So if a is positive, then our graph will be on the first quadrant and the third quadrant. We will be having 4 points of intersection. So 4 points of intersection. So therefore, a should be positive. A should be positive. If a is negative, let's say y is equals to minus 5 by x, or if your numerator is negative, then the graph is supposed to pass through the second quadrant and the fourth quadrant. Problem is that we'll be having only 2 points of intersection in that case. So we know that it should be, our a value should be positive. A should be greater than 0. Basically, A should be greater than 0. Now, it's also, since it is cutting at four different points, uh, our discriminant b square minus 4ac should be greater than 0. Discriminant should be greater than 0 because it is cutting at four different points. Just see here, it's not a quadratic equation, it is to the power of 4. So to the power of 4 means we'll be having 4 points of intersection. If we have 4 points of intersection, that means your discriminant should be greater than 0. So discriminant, we know b square minus 4ac should be greater than 0. B in this case is minus 4. So minus 4 the whole square minus 4 into A is 1 and C is A should be greater than 0. Minus 4 the whole square, that is 16 minus 4A is greater than 0. Minus 4A goes to the other side. 16 is greater than 4A. I'll swap the left hand side and right hand side. So 4A comes on the left hand side, 16 on the right hand side, but the inequality will change. 4A is less than 16, therefore A is less than 16 divided by 4, or A is less than 4. Now combining both the inequalities, that is A should be greater than 0, then only we will be getting 4 points of intersection, since the graph will be on the first and the third quadrant. And we solved the discriminant and we got A is less than 4. So combining these two inequality, the range of possible values of A is A should be greater than 0 and A should be less than 4. So this is the final part for this question. If you have any doubt, feel free to write it in the comment box. Thank you for watching.